Welcome, good evening. I just want to say thank you so much for your continuous support here at the Wine Vault and Bistro. It is just an amazing experience to do these carry-out dessert or these dinners because we're able to do this food like we were doing in the restaurant, but now you folks at home get to do this at home and have your own experience at the Wine Vault and Bistro. It's really exciting to see people's photographs come in of their dinners and their tables are all set and they're enjoying their wine and their meal. It's just an awesome thing to see. So cheers and thank you very much for your continued support. Now for the fun part, the seafood boil. It's going to be with Alaskan snow crab. These are also Mexican Gulf shrimp. This is 16-20 shrimp. That means that there's 16 to 20 pieces per pound. And what we're going to do is just going to have this a cut right through the top of it and leave the shell on. We decided to leave the shell on because we wanted more flavor in the boil itself. So those are going to be in there. You're going to kind of have to get back to your primal roots, and after it's all done, and kind of peeling this stuff away, and you're going to get a little dirty, but that's part of the fun. Definitely for the flavor. With some of the other shells that we had, we made a shrimp stock, and that's going to be in the base of the dish. That's going to be able to coat along with the butter that's being melted, and it's going to be able to put the flavor all over the corn, the potatoes, and the crab itself. Next, we have a charred lemon. So this lemon here is going to be charred, and what's happening is that now once we've charred this, it changes the flavor of the lemon. It's not that bright acidic anymore. Now it's more that caramelization, almost sweeter, but definitely still has that lemon flavor. What I would do is once this is all done and you pull it out of the bag, you want to squeeze this lemon just to kind of finish the dish. Next, we have a spicy pork sausage here in the middle. There's going to be 2 sausages. We're going to cut them up into 4 pieces, so total there's going to be 8 portions of sausage there. Also, we have a little bit of butter. That's going to be kind of the whole thing that's going to coat everything and make the flavor stick to it. Then we have these little potatoes here. These are going to be in the bag as well, and once they're cooking in the bag, they're going to be steaming. And then this is the spice blend. So lots of smoked paprika, dried herbs like thyme, cayenne, garlic, and a little bit of lemon seasoning in there. Can't give all the recipe away. The magician never gives away all of his tricks. And then we have the corn. So this corn is the yellow corn, so we chose to go yellow. It's a lot sweeter in flavor. And what's going to happen is all these ingredients are going to be in each bag. And what the bag is going to be, it's going to look like this. And we're going to have this tray here, and the bag is going to be going into this. And all you're going to do when you pick up your bag, you're going to be putting this whole tray right into the oven. And when we put it into the oven, it's going to be preheated at 400 degrees. And what's going to happen is between 20 and 25 minutes. That's a real variable because everybody's oven's a little bit different. For me, in the restaurant oven, it took 20 minutes, and at my home oven, it took about 25 minutes. So this is something that we've been testing out for a while now. I took the bullet for you, and I did this a couple times in my house. I assure you, my neighbors are all jealous. Once the fat and the smell of the spices start coming along, it's pretty awesome. So I just want to forewarn you on that. Should we cut there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back. It's been about 22 minutes now, and it's ready to come out. So what I want to do is I want to pull it out of the oven so that you can see what it's going to look like and what to expect. It's really important that once we pull this out, that it's going to sit in a spot that, you know, it's not going to burn anything, but it needs to rest about for 5 minutes. And it's really important to rest for 5 minutes because what's going to happen is that it's going to let the flavors really meld and come together. And also, as you're going to see right now when I open it up, the bag is like completely blown up, and it's going to, you know, kind of relax, and you'll see it. It's all going to decompress. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. And right now it's important because you can see the spice mix is kind of mixed up, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of take it here, and you can see the bag's not hot. It just came out of a 400 degree oven. So I'm just going to kind of turn it a couple times. Okay, and I'm just trying to get all that butter and all of the shrimp stock and all of the natural juices kind of just mixed up. What I really want to do is make sure that all the flavors are all over everything. It's really important because you don't want to have too much flavor on one thing and the other. It's not necessarily super important that it's scientific, but it's just kind of a good measure just to kind of mix it up a couple times. For me, when I made this at home, what I did is I took this whole bag after it rested for 5 minutes and I timed out a pot of rice. And what I did is in the middle of the bowl, I put the pot of rice. I use basmati rice. It's a really nice grain because it opens up and it really allows for all the juice to kind of get into the rice itself. So I put the rice in the middle of the bowl. I opened the bag and I just poured it all around it. Again, I cannot stress this enough. For bonus points on flavor, that charred lemon, you want to find that charred lemon and just squeeze it all out. You know, a little bit of fresh herbs like maybe some scallions that have been finely sliced or some chopped parsley. But salt and other things like that, you're really not going to need. It's all the flavor is in there. So this is a really fun dish to do because it's kind of already done for you. You just got to put it in the oven, pull it out, and just enjoy. So we're going to fast forward and pretend that we've waited about 5 minutes now. Okay? So what it's going to do is I'm just going to undo the bag. And again, you just saw that it came out of the oven. It's not that hot, at least for me, but okay. Want to get all that nice juice that's out of there. Make sure you kind of pour it right on top. And this is the lemon that we were talking about here. This lemon, you're just going to want to squeeze it right over the top. All right. Everybody, cheers. Again, thank you so much for your continued support. I hope to see pictures on this. We do have an Instagram page, so follow that, post those there. I love looking at all the images that everybody's having. Cheers. Thank you very much.